midfield, followed by the organization of color, finally up. Introducing our officials for tonight's playoff contest. Referee Scott Hammett. Umpire down guard. Pitch the left side. Line guard. Norris Ceballos. Back guard. DJ Henry. A warm welcome to our referee crew for tonight's playoff contest. Number 75, Justin Calpine. Emmanuel Eagles have won the toss. They have chosen to defer. It will be your McLane Highlanders receiving to begin the contest. Thank you to the captains for both the Eagles and the Highlanders. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will everyone in the stadium please stand and remove your caps? Please direct your attention to the west end zone as we welcome our very own McLane Highlanders JROTC, who are presenting our nation's colors tonight. We ask that you please remain standing and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by our very own McLane Highlander marching band and drumline. screen for our very own McLane Highlander JROTC for presenting our nation's colors. Also look here for our very own McLane Highlander marching down the drum line. That beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Thank you to both. Game time. Portugal, Crystal Creamers, SB Wasco, United States Marine Corps, Raising Canes, and Move Your Body, Calm Your Mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to playoff football here on Highlander Highlights. It's Desir Newhouse trying to emulate Demetrius Simon from last week, but Newhouse is brought down by a couple of Eagle tacklers. And that is how to start the game for your McLane Highlanders. Mr. Excitement, Desir Newhouse on the return.
Desir Newhouse on the return. Immanuel 45.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is Angel Noriega, the voice of your Highlanders. Super excited to be able to reach you tonight, wherever you may be watching us here on Highlander Highlights. And it is a good one. Your number 4 seed Highlanders taking on the 5 seed Immanuel Eagles. It's going to be Demarie Banks to start off the action. Very, very quick handoff from Zamora to Banks. And gonna get about a gain of 4 on the play. So great to have you along for the ride tonight here at McLane Stadium. History in the making, ladies and gentlemen, as your McLane Highlanders won their very, very first playoff game since the year 1995. 29 years of agony, 29 years of frustration, all done. As it's Banks once again on the carry, and there he goes. There goes Demarie. And a very, very good run by Demarie Banks. Move those chains. Highlander first down. That is D Money, the young man himself, also known as Radio, 5'6", 155. And that's Zamora on the play action. He's going to connect to Juju Scott. 16 touchdowns on the regular season, and Scott trying to make some people miss. Multiple Immanuel tacklers on the play, among them Case DeGroot and Drake Woods. Another gain of 4 right on the first play for your Highlanders, the number 4 seed in Division 4, taking on the Immanuel Eagles, the number 5 seed in Division 4. Must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, all of you joining us tonight on Highlander Highlights, playoff football, brought to you by the Students of the Art Venture Production Academy, that last week's matchup was the number 4 Highlanders against the number 13 seed Wasco Tigers. As there goes Zamora on the carry, he's going to evade a couple, and he is going to be wrestled down. And more chains moving for the Highlanders, courtesy of Noah Zamora. Zamora doing the job himself. Last week here on Highlander Highlights, you had a front row seat to watch McLane defeat the Wasco Union Tigers 35-17. Like we said, not only the first playoff win in 29 years, but also the first time that McLean was able to defeat Wasco in about 5 tries. It's an end around to Juju Scott. There goes the house of Juju, putting everybody in the spin cycle until eventually he's going to be wrestled down by the Eagles. That's going to be Remia Numia bringing down the house of Juju. Very, very short gain there for McLean, 2nd and 9. The ball is on the 10 though, so there is the red zone that the Highlanders are currently working with right now. Noah Zamora is going to hand off one more time. There's the handoff from 10 yards out. He's still going all the way down to the 1, it appears. That is Demarie Banks, down to the 1. So close, yet so not very far. The ball is on the 1 for your McLean Highlanders, and here we go. Let's see what they dial up. We've got some movement. We're going to have a flag. Let's await the call from the referee, which is Scott Hammock, and it is a false start against McLean. Remains 1st and goal on the 6.
Remains 1st and goal from the 6.
So the Highlanders will come back to the line, this time 5 yards back from where they originally were. It's going to be Zamora on the play action, rolling out to his left, dumping it off to his receiver. It's Boylan for the touchdown. I had to pause there for a little bit. Kind of had to doubt myself there for a couple of seconds, ladies and gentlemen, but it is Noah Zamora to Jazz Boylan for the 6-yard connection. Lopez puts the extra point up into the air, and it is good. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it right here. Highlanders up quickly in their first drive. Highlander playoff football right here. Highlander highlights. Stick around.
We are playing. We are winning. Yours tomorrow.
Welcome back to McLane Stadium, playoff football right here on Highlander Highlights, brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Mason Hernandez is going to take it on the bounce, and here he goes. Let's see what the number 2 has to offer for the Eagles. He is going to be quickly wrapped up. He's going to be taken out of bounds. Demetrius Simon, so it's a battle of 2s. Demetrius Simon, the Highlander 2, taking on Mason Hernandez, the Immanuel number 2. Here's the first offering of the Immanuel Eagles that we get to see in the game. The Immanuel Eagles finished the regular season with a record of 8-2, 3-1 in the Tri-County League, the Sequoia Division. It was actually a second place finish for them. The Exeter Monarchs were the ones who won the division. Immanuel finished in a close second place. And that's the first offering. The quarterback hands off the ball to the ball carrier. Multiple Highlanders on the stop. It appears to be that 9 may have been the ball carrier for the Eagles. So the Immanuel Eagles, led by their head coach Josh Henderson in his 4th season, 26 years overall coaching in high school football. And we'll bring you a little bit about Coach Henderson in just a minute here. We've got ourselves a flag. It's going to be encroachment levied against your Highlander defense. And that's going to gift the Eagles some additional yards. So the Highlander defense gifting Immanuel first down, courtesy of the encroachment. The ball now resides on the 40, or the 39 to be more exact. Let's see what Immanuel has to offer right here. It is an end around to Mason Hernandez, and there goes Hernandez. He is going to get wrapped up by multiple Highlanders on the stop, but it's going to be just about enough for another Immanuel first down. So the Eagles moving the ball so far. Jackson Leiby, the junior, at 5'8", 170, and Mason Hernandez, the sophomore, at 5'9", 150, currently doing the heavy lifting for the Immanuel Eagles. 1st and 10, Immanuel. It's another handoff, recipe of the night. This time it's Leiby. Leiby is going to be brought down by the combo of Simon and Newhouse. A gain of 4 on the play. As there we see the Immanuel coaching staff on the sideline. So a battle of 4th-year head coaches. Head coach Andrew Pancotti in his 4th season with your McLane Highlanders, a 27-13 regular season record. Just got the first playoff win in 29 years for McLane. Taking on Josh Henderson, the coach of the Eagles, and there's a big Eagle run. And that is Newhouse bringing down Hernandez, but not before the Eagles move the chains again. And another penalty marker on the play. We will see what the call is from referee Scott Hammock. It's a personal foul, face mask levied against the Highlanders, and there we go. One more time, things you do not want to see. You cannot give the Eagles offense additional yards and then probably hope for minimal damage. The ball is now being placed on the 20, so just at the entrance of the red zone for Immanuel. So the Eagles, their first red zone play of the game, it's going to be a handoff. And the handoff will net just a couple. The ball carrier still moving, still churning the legs. That is Jackson Leiby on the run. Taking it down to the 15 for a gain of 5. There we see Coach Andrew Pancotti on the screen, flanked by assistant coach DJ Savoy. Great to see the Highlander coaching staff. So the quarterback, which is Vincent Rosender, coming to the line to take instructions, probably from head coach Josh Henderson. It's Rosender, the junior, commanding the Immanuel Eagle offense tonight. He stands at 5'10". The Eagles are going to hand off one more time. This time it is to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to be met by a clan of Highlanders, too many of them to name. That's going to bring up a big 3rd down in the red zone. Hernandez was a little slow in getting up from the previous play, but he's able to rejoin his Eagle teammates in the huddle. You've got some personnel changes coming in for Immanuel. Big time 3rd down. It's a 3rd and 4 from the 14. And we are going to see what Immanuel has drawn up as they come to the line on a big third down. It is a handoff to Leiby. Is Leiby going to get swallowed up? Multiple Highlanders once more on the stop. And they are moving the chains for Immanuel. Leiby picks up enough for the first. So just when it looked like Jackson Leiby might be stopped short of the line of gain or correction, so everybody got fooled, myself included. But, well, there's the first down right there. So much for the correction. Immanuel able to move the chains. So the Eagles cash in on the very next play, which was a fourth down. Picking up the first with relative ease. The ball now finds itself on the 5. Let's see what the Highlander defense can draw up. It's Jackson Leiby, and Leiby is going to get in for the Immanuel touchdown. Or no, he just got stopped. He just got stopped. Everybody here on the side where we sit at, which is the same press box side, was thinking it was an Immanuel touchdown, but no, it is not. It is a second down. So the ball is on the 1. The ball is on the 1. The Eagles come quickly to the line. They are going to sneak it. And this time they will be successful. It's going to be a touchdown, Immanuel. So the Eagles get in to tie the affair. Will currently make it 7-6, point after pending. Here comes Julian Ornelas, the junior, to attempt the point after, and we are going to have a call on the play. What's it going to be? It's going to be potentially an infraction on the Highlanders. It was encroachment on the Highlanders. So Eagles choosing not to go for 2, choosing to go for the PAT out of the foot of Julian Ornelas. And he puts it through the uprights, up and good. Stay right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Playoff Football on Highlander Highlights, brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Welcome back here to Highlander Highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. As Ornelas is going to put it up into the air. What appears to be a very, very good kick that is going to be taken right at the bounce. Oh, trying to make something out of nothing here. Trying to make something out of nothing. Come on, Demetrius. Turn on the Jets. And able to salvage the play that looked to be blown. Never count out the game, Demetrius Simon. for the game. Demetrius Simon once again salvages the play. Your Highlander offense starts from their own 23. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be bringing you score updates as we can tonight from Division 4. There's one update currently provided by Max Preps, and you are the first to find out right here on Highlander Highlights. End of the first quarter, the Shafter Generals leading the North Stars 14-0. That is a very important result as we see Banks on the carry, and Banks is going to be brought down by Joshua Thomas of the Eagles. As we just mentioned, the result of that Shafter and North game very important because the winner of this contest will take on the winner of Shafter and North, the Generals and the Stars. So if Shafter wins, whoever wins this contest has to travel to Kern County. If North wins, whoever wins this contest will host. And that takes us to the end of the quarter. Stick right here. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights. Playoff football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Welcome back to McLane Highlander playoff football right here on Highlander Highlights. Great to have you along for the ride. It's been even Stevens so far between your Highlanders and the Immanuel Eagles. It's going to be a handoff to Banks, and there he goes, turning on the Jets. Demarie Banks getting close to, no, that is a first down. Move the chains. So D Money getting into the action already. He has been the running back workhorse for the Highlanders this season. Of course, no need to mention the accolades your Highlanders have gotten so far. You've seen all of them right here on Highlander Highlights. As we've got a flag flying into the air, it's going to be, as we await the call from Scott Hammock, the referee. Nope, they're levying it against the Highlanders. That would be a false start. Haven't seen the signal yet. It's an offside against the Highlander offense. So the Highlanders trending just slightly back. Instead of a 1st and 10, it is now a 1st and 15. There we see Coach Henderson on the screen right there, the former head coach of the Grace Brethren Lancers, located in Simi Valley. And quite a very impressive curriculum vitae is the one that Coach Henderson has, as we see Noah Zamora on the play action and the keeper, but he's going to be swallowed up by multiple Eagles. And one of them leading the charge, Case DeGroot. Of course, as we were saying, the accolades, earned by your McLane Highlanders. 10-0, perfect season. Champions of the North Yosemite League, 7-0. Number 4 seed. Certainly a season to remember, a season for the ages for your McLane Highlanders. Here come the Highlanders, and they send 4 wide receivers to the top of your screen. We've got whistles now. Let's await what the call is. It's going to be a timeout called by McLane. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
Timeout called on the field.
We're back here at McLane Stadium as there you got referee Scott Hammock. Perfect shot. We've got Zamora dropping back. Zamora puts it into the air and it is dropped. It is dropped by the receiver. Plenty of coverage right there from the Eagles. Attempting to see who the receiver was. That was Jaron Scott, the intended receiver. That'll bring up a big third down. Very big third down coming up for the Highlander offense. It's 3rd and 14. The ball finds itself on the McLane 30. So let's see what the call will be from Coach Andrew Pancotti and the coaching staff. It's Zamora dropping back, putting it up into the air, and it is caught! That is a catch right in front of us. That's the house of Juju Scott. Move the chains, young Mr. Scott. Highlanders coming quick to the line, already in Immanuel territory, right in front of where yours truly currently sits and has a ticket to the action. As here we've got Jazz Boylan, smooth Jazz, the senior standing at 6 feet 200 on the carry. Highlander offense is certainly moving quick. They have a spring in their step. They want to go ahead and bring the ball down the field and get on the board as soon as they can. Zamora in the shotgun, play action. Zamora's going to keep. Zamora is going to try to stiff arm one, stiff arm two, gets past a couple, but there is a flock of Eagles on the stop that are going to bring him down. It's going to be just a slight gain for Zamora on the keeper. Down and 3 coming up for the Highlanders. The ball is on the 40, sending a wide receiver farthest down to your screen. One in the slot plus another one. Here is the handoff, and that is going to be just short of the line again. Trying to see who that was, and that was Boylan. And it becomes decision time for your Highlanders. So it is decision time for your boys in black, the McLane Highlanders. We will see what they decide to go with, what the decision is. It is 4th down. And we've got a timeout called that will be called by the Eagles this time around. So Immanuel taking the timeout. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights, folks. We'll be right back. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to beautiful McLane Stadium. Playoff action here in the quarterfinals between your Highlanders and the Eagles. Let's go ahead and bring you some stats as best we can. First of all, going with the head-to-head. Going back about 20 years into the stats provided by Max Preps. Only one meeting between your Highlanders and the Eagles. Big fourth down coming up. We'll tell you about that one in just a couple of seconds. Here we go. It's a very big fourth and short coming up for McLane. Oh, we've got movement. We've got movement. What's it going to be? What's it going to be, Mr. Hammock? It's encroachment on the Eagles. That's going to move those chains. And just as they drew it up, the Eagles gifting a first down to McLane. The drive stays alive. Anyways, folks, just so you know, the last time these teams faced each other was just last year. So you don't have to go too far. It was September the 7th, 2023. And that was the home opener right here at McLane for that season. 49-13 victory from your Highlanders over the Eagles in the home opener. And good to see the teams going at it again as we got Boyland putting tacklers into the spin cycle. And right when it looked blown up from the beginning, Boyland keeps it alive with the spin-a-rooney. Nice little gain by Mr. Boyland, young Mr. Boyland on the play. And also a very interesting fact to point out, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you joining us here on Highlander Highlights. The Eagles defense so far during the season had pitched 6 shutouts, as there is a play action from Zamora, and he's going to be brought down. And not much going for Noah on that play, and he is brought down. Six shutouts pitched by the Eagles. Obviously, this one won't be ending in a shutout, thanks to the Highlanders scoring first. Just to bring you a couple of those results that they had. 4 straight of them to start the season. 42-0 on the road versus Taft. 48-0 versus Kern Valley at home. 32-0 versus Orosi at home. And 41-0 versus Avenal, also at home. So a very impressive collection of shutouts for the Eagles, as it's Zamora passing, and it's a first down, and it is caught by the receiver. And just like that, the Highlanders keep it alive. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered, what the doctor wrote up to go ahead and keep the drive going. Zamora in the shotgun, or actually the pistol. Banks was the featured back. There goes Banks on the run, still able to gain a couple of yards. On the run is Demarie Banks. Make it a gain of 6. Good to see D Money getting in on the action. So far we've seen a little bit of a tandem here of Boyland, the senior, and Banks, the junior. One more time, Zamora in the pistol. Handing off to Banks, and this time around, multiple Eagle tacklers on that stop, among them Tyler Romo. Brings up a 3rd down and about 6 for McLane. The ball is on the 17, so inside the red zone. There we see the offensive line face off against the Immanuel D line. This time Zamora is in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to Zamora's left. We will see what the offering is. Zamora puts it up in the air, and my good defense from the Eagles. And just about, that was about as close as you can get to playing with fire as you can. Brings up 4th down. question is, what do the Highlanders decide to do? Could hypothetically bring in Jesus Lopez, the junior kicker, also the goalkeeper for the varsity boys soccer team, to kick a 34-yarder. But all signs point to that will not be the case. Highlanders are going for it on fourth with Zamora in the shotgun. Let's keep a close eye on what they do and how they do it. Here goes Zamora. He is going to roll out. He's going to roll out. Noah looking to throw. He's got the throw! And it's broken up. It is broken up, my word. And the Eagles able to come up with the stop. Pick each other up, boys. Pick each other up. That's exactly what we do. Eagles will take over, and it's time for the Highlander defense to come into the scene. So now it becomes time for the Highlander defense to act, as they will come and enter the stage. Immanuel will take over from their own 17. So certainly the momentum may be right now riding with the Eagles, but your Highlander defense, certainly no stranger to these types of situations. We've got a timeout called by Immanuel. Stick around right here, ladies and gentlemen. Highlander Playoff Football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Back here on Highlander Highlights, want to bring you another update at the end of quarter one. So this one's probably been going on for a little bit. The last update at that one was Coalinga 14, Chowchilla 7. Coalinga, the Horned Toads, being the 3 seed in that game, taking on the Chowchilla Union Tribe, which are the 6 seed. It's going to be a run, and it's going to look to be somewhat of a major run, and he's going to be driven out of bounds by Newhouse. Newhouse driving Jackson Libby out of bounds. So Libby almost gaining that whole entire set of 10 on that run. It was an 8-yard gain for Libby, 2nd and 2 for Immanuel. Here come the Eagles, and that one is going to be quickly swallowed up. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down for McLane. Crowd really has to do their part here. A little bit cold tonight, we will recognize that. This game did start a little after 7 o'clock. We want to bring you what the weather looks like right now. 48 degrees currently, with the winds out of the north-northwest at 4, gusting at 9, making it feel a little colder, 46 degrees. And that run's going to get blown up, short of the line of game. And, or did he just get it? He just got it. They're going to give him the forward progress, and it's going to be a new set of downs for Immanuel. So Immanuel able to convert on the 3rd down opportunity. So once again, 48 degrees right here at McLane Stadium. Wind chill making it feel just a tad cooler, 46 degrees. For all of you right now, watching us right now on Highlander Highlights, hopefully you are very cozy at home or at work or on the road, wherever you may be watching, around the valley, around the state, around the nation. and around the world. As here come the Eagles. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be complete. And that is a completed pass to the receiver as we await to see who he is. It's going to be number 10, Luke Banks. You're really going to have to watch out with Banks, the junior. He stands at 6'4", 185. He's got the size advantage. It's an Immanuel run, and it's going to be quickly swallowed up. Newhouse on the stop with a little bit of help from his friends. Highlander offense having less than 2 minutes to work with. 1:42 and counting down as we stand. It is a handoff, gotta stop the run, and it is a stop. That is Serge Hakwinde stopping Chris Vizcarra on the run.
Chris Vizcarra, the ball carrier, stopped by Sergio Hakwinde. And the run is good for another Eagles first down.
Clock still running here at McLane Stadium. The Eagle offense is about to start working with their 1 minute offense. As we've got whistles, and here we go. It's going to be a false start levied against the Immanuel offense. Whew, Highlander defense catches a break there at least. Here come the Eagles to the line. Here come the Eagles on that run, and not much to gain there. We've got ourselves a little bit of a flea flicker here. Watching with Banks. And that catch is good. Luke Banks one more time using the size advantage. And it is going to take something really, really special to go ahead and stop this. Timeout called on the field. Timeout Immanuel, their third and final timeout. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights. Welcome back here to McLane Stadium, and now the Highlanders are going to call a timeout, so that's going to be their second timeout they've taken this first half. Keep it right here, don't go anywhere. Playoff football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy on Highlander Highlights.
goals for your Highlander defense.
So here come the Eagles back to the field. Welcome back, Highlander highlights. 13 seconds left on the clock right now. And Eagles coming quickly. They've got a bunch formation. They are going to run. And they are going to stop Libby. They're going to stop Libby. They got no timeouts. They got to scramble. They got to scramble. What's going to happen here? What in the world is going to happen? They're going to spike it. They're going to spike it with 1 second left. It's going to come down to this.
Idea stop short around the goal. Eagles able to spike it with 1 second on the clock.
And the Eagles getting all right, it's going to be an Immanuel run, and they are going to make it in for the 1 yard score. Immanuel able to get on the board just before the end of the first half here. And it is up and good from Ornelas. That's going to take the score 14-7. Immanuel for halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it right here. It is we'll have a special edition of Highlander highlights to show you for the halftime. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've still got a whole second half of football left, so keep it right here.
Hi, my name is Armani.
And I'm Ariana.
And today is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. And here are this week's updates from
Highlander Highlights.
Updates from counseling. Seniors, did you know you only have 30 minutes to submit the UC application? Just kidding. The last workshop is November 21st. Make sure you are working on your UC application at home. Complete the scholarship, activities and awards, and personal insight questions at home. Do not submit without counselor review. Rising Scholars. Ms. Tapia expects you to submit by November 21st. Make sure you are reaching out for help if needed. Sophomores. There are still spots available for the CSU Monterey Bay campus tour. If you would like to visit this beautiful campus located in Monterey Bay, pick up a permission slip from Ms. Flores in counseling office. FSA ID. Seniors, if you or your parents have not created the FSA ID account, you must attend the FSA ID night workshop on Thursday, November 21st. It will take place in the library from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Come prepared with your charged laptop, social security number, personal email, and address.
Well, we did it, everyone. That's right. Your very own Highlanders won their first football playoff game in 25 years. In front of a packed home crowd. Here is a story all about last Friday's big win against Wasco.
Hey, I'm Kim of Highlander Highlights. Today we're here at the McLane playoff game against Wasco, and we're going to go interview some people, so let's go. So, Damari, what's your favorite play of the game, man?
My favorite play of the game is when Demetrius got the pick to seal off the game from when we had the pick six. Without him, we probably would have lost, to be honest. So I'm grateful for that play, and I'm grateful for that he made that play.
For sure, man. And, this is your guys' first playoff game in quite a while. So, how's it feel to enter the playoffs, man?
To be honest, I just transferred here, but it felt good to be a part of this team. We have a great team, good O-line, good receivers, good running backs. At the end of the day, I think we can take it all the way with a ring.
For sure, man. And what do you guys think you guys, performed on the best during the game?
We did, defensive-wise, we did good defense because without the defense, we probably would have lost too. They ran wing T, they ran the ball every single time, so we had to stop them, and that's what we did.
Thank you for this interview, man.
Sir.
And Demetrius, you didn't want to seal it off for McLane tonight, and what's your mentality, going on, just keeping McLane on, man?
Just making history, and we wanted to stop their run, make them do something that they wasn't great at doing, and we accomplished that. We're not finished though. We still got stuff to do, history we still want to make, and yeah.
And how did it have to have the huge pick, man?
It was exciting. I was already excited before I even touched the ball. I already see the pick, and I just did my thing.
You're doing your thing, man. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
And Coach Pancotti, what was the game plan coming in for tonight's game, man?
Well, we knew Wasco was going to run the ball. It was going to be a tough offense and a bunch of tough kids. Last year they were section champions, and we knew it was going to be a tough game. And so the game plan was to be tougher and get dirty and get in there and fight. And our boys did that.
And for sure, and what was your guys' game plan for the whole time? What do you guys think you guys executed really well during the game? Was there anything that you felt like you had to adjust to, or what was it?
Well, they run this offense called the double-tight double wing, and it's just run the ball every 24 power, counter. And so we had to protect the B gap and take the B gap from them, and we did that tonight. And stay over the top. In offense, we had such a good offense that we knew once we got the ball, we would be able to score. But it was just stopping their double-tight double wing offense. For sure. And what's your guys' mentality into the next playoff game? Well, I'm not sure who we're going to play yet. It's either Immanuel or Mission Prep, but I do know this. It's going to be next Friday at 7 p.m. right here.
Thank you for this interview, Mr. Pancotti.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for all you do.
And that's it for tonight's playoff game against Wasco as McLane advances to the next round. Now back to the studio.
Great job, team. And it's not over yet. This Friday night, we are taking on Immanuel High School right here at McLane Stadium. Game is set to start at 7 p.m., and we need you there. Make sure to show up for another exciting matchup here at home, and go Highlanders! Our next feature story is all about seniors. It's a quick story, but we decided to interview a few seniors on senior night to find out what their experiences have been like in their programs.
I'm here with Jesse Martinez. So Jesse, what do you plan on pursuing after high school? Do you plan on staying in sports?
Yes, I'm going to college after high school, continue my career and make my family proud. Show them what I can do and all that in college.
Do you have any colleges in mind right now?
Going to Fresno City after high school, yeah.
We love that. Education first. Okay. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, guys.
So now I'm here with Thomas Walls. And Thomas, what are you going to miss the most about playing football in high school?
I feel like I'm just going to miss the brotherhood and the overall camaraderie of football and just being with the same people. Like, I see these people more than I see my family. And I feel like I'm going to miss that and just being so tight with them.
Being in football is really a different opportunity of creating a new bond, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like this is probably the most involved sport. Like, we hear from 7 to 5. Like, no other sport really do that. If you got a sport, it's really just after school. But this, it just honestly built our brotherhood with all the time we spend.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. Thank you, Thomas.
Yep. You're welcome.
So I'm here with Desir Newhouse. And Desir, since football is a very hard sport and takes a lot of team collaboration, what did it feel like to be a part of the team?
My whole high school career? Yeah. Throughout the whole start of being on McLane team, started off kind of slow, but as the years progressed, it got better and better every year. And then part of being leader on the team, it was days where it was like hard, days where it was easy, days where it's, it's just different emotions or ways to feel. I wouldn't say one way to feel, but it was definitely good experience and learned a lot to leave high school with.
So would you say that high school wouldn't have been the same without football?
For sure. was a big part of my high school.
Thank you, Desir.
Thank you.
You know, so how long have you been playing football for McLane?
3 years. I transferred after my freshman year at Bullard, and I came here since sophomore year.
So, you know, I heard you broke the touchdown, you know, scoring record. You know, congratulations on that, my guy.
Appreciate it.
You know, very proud of you. And, you know, what does it mean to play football for McLane High School?
To me, it's special because my brother's been playing here. My oldest brother, I've always looked up to him. He's played football, and he's the reason I came here because he did his first 3 years here, and I wanted to come here and finish it and come do this for him.
Oh, congratulations, man. You know, you did good. And, like, so what does it feel to, you know, break the touchdown record, and what does it mean to you, man?
To me, it's special because obviously it's a record, and it's not going to be broken probably for a while. So to me, it's just really special because, like, I feel like this can help me get out, you know, like just breaking a record is big, you know, like especially a passing touchdown record to me is just special to me.
For sure, man. You know, congratulations on that. Thank you for your interview, Noah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So how long have you been in Art Venture?
I've been in Art Venture for 2 years.
And what's your favorite memory in Art Venture?
I think my favorite memory was meeting all the new people and getting to know everything about cameras and everything behind it.
I agree. You know, it was pretty fun. I met some cool people too, you included. And, you know, it was pretty fun on the way. And, you know, I'm glad that, you know, we all stuck through this together. Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
Okay, and so how long have you been in sports medicine for?
I've been in sports medicine for a year, but I've been in the merit pathway for 2 years.
Well, you know, congratulations on that. And so what does being in sports medicine mean to you?
For me, being in sports medicine is a great opportunity for me to further my career. Personally, I want to become an occupational therapist when I'm older. So being in a pathway or having an internship that's related to that career is really meaningful to me. And I take my education very seriously. So it's good for me to be able to, I guess, further my career.
Well, you know, I hope you nothing for the best for your career. And you know, you're doing great. And thank you for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how long have you been in sports medicine?
So sports medicine is only in my senior year, but I've been in the merit pathway for 4 years, starting from freshman, to sophomore, to junior, and my senior year. Today is my last year, so it's very fun being sportsman for this year.
Well, you know, damn, that must be 4 years? Yeah, I can't imagine, but you know, congratulations on that.
Thank you, man.
And so what does being in sports medicine like mean to you, man?
It means a lot, honestly. Being able to take care of the patients whenever they're injured, it's like a big responsibility I hold, you know? It's something like allows me to help others while still being in school. And for me, that's very important.
Well, you know, you're doing really good, and you know, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing great, man. Thank you for the interview, Whisper.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Finally, we have a news package all about the Fall Carnival hosted by Link Crew last week.
Hey, I'm Ken with Highlander Highlights. Today we're here at the McLane Fall Carnival. We're gonna go interview some people. Let's go. So Armani, what brings you out here to the Fall Carnival?
I'm pretty much out here to support my photography club. We're taking portraits and making balloon animals for everyone.
And what's your favorite part about the Fall Carnival?
Probably like all the options to get food and activities, especially the funnel cake.
Thank you for this interview.
Of course.
So Mrs. Mejia, how was it like, you know, coordinating for a Fall Carnival?
So the Fall Carnival is something we've been doing for 3 years now. This is our 3rd year running the Fall Carnival, and so every year we try to make it bigger and better. This year was definitely a lot more to do, but it's just what makes it even funner every year.
So what was the process like, you know, trying to set everything up this year?
So the process was definitely reaching out to all of our resources and community partners in the Fresno community and Central Valley to try to get them to come out here. We were able to get a few of them out here today, and then just emailing all of our clubs and our coaches to see who wants to fundraise and have the opportunity to sell some food or to use one of our games to run a booth.
Yeah, you know, it seems pretty fun out here. You know, a lot of music going on, and you know, everybody's having a good time. And thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Dun.
Great story, guys.
Sports updates. Well, everyone, fall sports are coming to a close, and believe it or not, it's time for our winter sports. Our first boys soccer home game is about to kick off this Friday against Roosevelt. Varsity is set to start at 3 p.m. Then right after the soccer match, don't miss out as our NYL Champion boys football team takes on Immanuel right here at home. Game is set to start at 7 p.m.
That's all for this week. Make sure to tune in next week for more updates from Highlander Highlights.
Welcome back to the Eagles from Immanuel High School. Good evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Highlander Highlights. Playoff football from your Highlanders, brought to you by the students of the McLane Art Venture Production Academy. Again, we want to welcome all of you watching us tonight, no matter where you are watching from. Whether it's from here in the valley or from out of town or out of state, whether you're watching on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your smart TV, thank you so much for joining us here for once again another historic broadcast of Highlander Highlights playoff football. Currently right now where we stand, it's Immanuel 14, McLane 7. That is where we stand right now. Whole second half left to play for both teams. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you like this video, you subscribe to Highlander Highlights, and also if you want to stay one step ahead of the game, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified of fresh Highlander Highlights as they drop right here on YouTube. So currently right now we've got a whole second half left to play. We announced the scores of Division 4 to the crowd here at McLane Stadium. Now let's go ahead and bring them to you. These games are already in halftime. Boy, yeah, over there in Kern County, it's getting kind of rough. The Shafter Generals 49, the North Stars 7. Also going on in Bakersfield at the moment. Roosevelt, the Rough Riders, are NYL Fellows, leading South by a score of 20-8. Also, we've got Coalinga 21, Chowchilla 7. Those are the scores right now in Division 4. It's going to be Vizcarra back deep to receive for Immanuel. We will see what he offers, and it's going to be a touchback from Jesus Lopez. So it's up to the Highlander defense to stop the Immanuel Eagles right from the very get-go. Remember, your Highlanders received to start the game. That was courtesy of the Eagles, who won the opening toss, but they chose to defer. So that means Immanuel gets the ball back in the second half. They receive it to start. We will definitely have to see what the Highlander offense has in store. It is an Immanuel run. And on that run is Romo. There's Romo on the run, Tyler Romo for Immanuel. It's a first down. So Tyler Romo, the junior, standing at 6 feet 205. Certainly run the ball, as you just saw right there, right from the get-go. 10 yards for Immanuel. The ball is on the 30. It is another handoff. So shades of 1 week ago. That's Jackson Livey right there. And it's Mookie West on the stop for McLane. Good to see Mookie, number 45, the junior, standing at 5'5", 190. Getting into the action. It's a second down, Immanuel, as the Eagles come to the line. And more running from them. They keep it on the ground, very close to the line of game. That is going to bring up a big third down. Libby, the ball carrier. Highlander defense needs to heat up. The crowd needs to heat up. Something's got to give on this cold November night, as it is the Eagles on the run, and they're able to pick up the first. Is currently on the 43. 43, that is where the Eagles find themselves at the moment. Would be very nice to see the Highlanders get a takeaway here. They haven't had one yet in the night. It has been customary for them to be on the receiving end of a takeaway. And here is Vizcarra on the run. It's going to take multiple Highlanders to bring him down, one of them being Hakwinde. And good run by Vizcarra. Vizcarra, the sophomore. Some of those young players for Immanuel on their side of the ball. It is Rosender handing off. It is Leiby on the run. And Leiby is going to be driven out of bounds by Simon. So the Eagles keep picking up those first downs. They are picking them up with relative ease tonight, as they are now into Highlander territory. The ball finds itself on the 46. Rosender under center, and it is a handoff to Leiby, and Leiby is going to be tripped up. It appears that Roland Smith may have been the player on the trip up. The Eagles able to gain great yards in strides with their run game. It's been Leiby, it's been Romo, it's been Vizcarra. And just like 1 week ago with the Wasco Tigers, your Highlander defense will need to draw something up with the ground game. As here's Rosender. Rosender's throwing. He's pressured. They appeared to try to bat the ball out, and that was Junior Raigosa on the stop. You know, something's got to give for your Highlanders right here on third down. They need a big-time third down stop. Something to go ahead and, you know, rile them up, get them going, inject some liveliness into this Highlander defense. And it's going to be Rosender under center. It's going to be a handoff. And no. It's going to be blown. It's going to be blown up. It's going to be short of the line of gain. And now it's decision time for the Eagles. And all signs point to that it's going to be a fourth down. They're not changing the down marker, so Immanuel might be thinking something else here. And, well, it's not going to matter because they picked up the first anyway. But a little bit of miscomm going on with the folks working the down marker in the chain gang. They had a 3 up there. Heard some of the Immanuel coaches saying it's fourth. But nonetheless, still an Immanuel first down. So this time the ball finds itself on the 33. The McLane 33. And one more time. The Highlander defense needs something extremely special. It's going to be a handoff, and Vizcarra is going to be brought down. Vizcarra is going to be brought down. He was the ball carrier. Rosender checking back in, the quarterback, after receiving the play instructions from the Immanuel Eagles sideline. Lots to go ahead and mention here. We talked about Immanuel pitching 6 shutouts. Just to mention, folks, your Highlanders, remember, they had 2 of their own We'll tell you about those in just a couple of seconds here. It is another handoff. Recipe of the night. Viscara on the run. We're waiting to see who was on the stop. That was Newhouse. This time with 3rd and 3, that might be the yards that the Highlanders might be looking for. But certainly, we will have to await and see what happens. Immanuel coming to the line. They hand off, and they're going to get stopped. What appears to be short. What appears to be short. That was Libby, the ball carrier. And decision time for the Immanuel Eagles. Decision time coming up indeed. It is a 4th and 1, and knowing the Eagles, they are probably going to go for it. They are going to go for it, and they are going to pick it up once again. So the Eagles able to do what the Highlanders weren't able to, which was to convert on 4th down. Injury timeout on the field. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Highlander Playoff Football right here on Highlander Highlights. Brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Testing 1, 2. Welcome back here to Highlander Highlights. Some playoff football brought to you by the students of Art Venture Production Academy. I want to thank so much Mr. Clifton, Mr. Perez, all the great Art Venture students that make this possible. That was Tippy Alua, the junior, one of the guards for the Eagles, who was injured on the previous play, but he was able to walk off, albeit with some assistance. Good to be able to see him walk off. Here we go one more time. It's going to be an Immanuel run, as it has been for most of the night. And simply McLane trying to answer to that Immanuel ground game. Second down and 5 coming up for the Eagles. The ball residing on the 11. That is where they find themselves right now at the moment. Highlander defense is going to require something greater than usual to go ahead and stop this Immanuel run. Still going, still moving. He's going to move all the way down into the 1 or close to it. And that's going to be a 1st and goal, Immanuel. And with the ball on the 1, 2 minutes and 34 seconds and counting down here in the 3rd quarter. We will see what the Eagles bring to the line. The ball carriers surprisingly stopped on that one. That was a number 45, Wyatt Rasmussen. So 2nd and goal coming up from the 1. Multiple Immanuel running backs, and Libby is going to get in from 1 yard out. And Immanuel will add to their lead. So Immanuel able to go ahead and score from the 1. They didn't succeed the first time. They did get in the second. Julian Ornelas will kick the point after, out of the hold of Vincent Rosender, the quarterback. And now we've got some whistles here. It's going to be an encroachment levied against the Highlander defense. We'll see what Immanuel decides to do with that. And it looks like they will leave the kicking team on the field for Ornelas. Or not, they are going to switch and go for 2. So this is going to make the game a little more interesting. We've got that I formation for Immanuel, and Libby gets in just like a simple Sunday stroll. And Immanuel's going to go up, this time by 15. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching McLane Highlander football right here on Highlander Highlights. Welcome back to McLane Stadium playoff football right here on Highlander Highlights. Appears to be John McCarthy, the injured Highlander, who is walking off with assistance on the field. And your McLane Highlanders will really have to answer on this next drive. They've got just about a little under 2 minutes to work with, and it's going to be a sort of a pooch kick that's going to be fielded by the House of Juju. Juju Scott, there he goes. Not a lot of room to work with, and your Highlanders will still start from their side of the field. So Juju is having to leave the field of play. And here come the Highlanders. 2-minute offense for Coach Pancotti and his offense. This is certainly not over yet. Still a lot of room to go. Just this time we're talking about 15 points instead of 14. And that is a run that's going to be quickly swallowed up. That is 44 for the tackle. No gain for Demarie Banks. Second down and 10. Trips to the right for Zamora. Here we go. Zamora's going to drop back to pass. He's going to need to put that air attack. And there we go. Good. That's what you need. Is that Newhouse? Yes, it is. Newhouse right there. Lincoln Rogers on the stop for Immanuel. That is exactly what the Highlanders needed to go ahead and give them that dose of that injection of what you need. You got to stay up. You got to be ready. You got to get ready to go. Zamora is going to dump it off on the screen, and there we go. Good little gain of yards. Trying to see who that is. That is Banks. Screen pass to Banks, complete for the first. Highlander offense working quickly. They do not want the clock to not be on their side. Zamora dropping back, finding the receiver. And that is going to be Desir Newhouse. Tyler Romo on the stop. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching playoff football right here on Highlander Highlights, brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Welcome back to Highlander Highlights. We've got Noah Zamora evading the pressure and still going. They flung him forward. And a big hit delivered right there. Big hit delivered, but good enough to pick up the first, I presume. 1 yard away from the red zone. The ball is now on the 21. This needs to be the answer drive for your Highlanders. They need to answer back here. They need to respond. It's going to be Banks bouncing out to his left, but he's going to be quickly wrestled down. And that is going to be DeGraw once again. It appears to be DeGraw. Yes, it is. Dragging down Banks for a loss. The Highlander offense trending negatively right there. Might be time maybe to go back into the air as we've got Zamora in the shotgun. Banks flanking him to his left. Multiple wide receivers to Zamora's right. Zamora is going to look one more time. He's going to throw. He's going to put it. And Desir Newhouse, look at him make the catch. Look at him celebrate. Is that going to be a chain mover? Yes, it is. If Immanuel can gain those first downs time after time, so can your Highlanders. Here is a new first down for McLane. Zamora in the shotgun, and it is an and goal. There goes Demarie Banks on the run. He's going to pick up a good little chunk of yards there. And Banks is going to take it down quite a ways. So Banks bringing it down to about the 3. There we go again. There is Banks, and he is going to get swallowed up. Use that push. Use that push. They're trying to pushing him forward, and they are not going to. And then we got a flag flying through the East Central Fresno sky. We'll see what the call is from referee Scott Hammock. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask on the defense, gifting those yards to McLane. So it's going to be a third down, right? Third down or second? Third? Get it in there, boys. Get it in there. Lopez is going to try the PAT. Zamora is holding. Let's see what Lopez is able to do. Remember, your Highlanders need every single point they can get. Personnel coming in just at the spur of the moment. Lopez putting it up. Oh my. And I think that bringing in that personnel did not help. That was a block. And now we find ourselves down by 9. That is not what McLane needed to happen. That is not it. It did not look good when the personnel was coming in late. Looked to hurry the play up just a little bit. And the result is a block. That was a block for the Eagles, right? They were going to put a hand on that potentially. And, well, just like that, it still is a 2-possession game. So it'll be the Highlander defense back to work, unless if they decide to go for an onside here and pray for a miracle. Still a lot of time left, though. Still a lot of time for the defense to get a stop. It's time to believe, Highlander Nation. It's time to believe. We need you watching us right now to send all those good vibes, to go ahead and get ready and get loud at home, wherever you may be. Let's see what it will be from Lopez. He's going to put it up. It's going to be an onside. It's going to be a bouncing onside. Is McLane going to get it? Is McLane going to get it? Are the Highlanders going to get it? Did they get it? Did they get it? They got it! They got it! McLane's got it! Lopez cashes in on the onside. you go. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Highlander offense, back to work. Great to be back on the winning side of one. Great to be back on the winning side. Remember, it's still a 2-possession game, so still a little bit of an uphill fight for your Highlanders here. And we await to see what is going on right now. 9:49 on the clock. Referee Scott Hammock giving some instructions. But still, it's Highlander offense back to work. It's Banks on the run, and there he goes. There goes D-Money, and he's going to get dragged up by one leg. And is going to pick up a sizable amount of yards to make it about a 2nd and medium. So 2nd down and medium coming up for McLane. And Zamora back to work in the shotgun. He is going to keep it himself. Gotta throw it. Oh my word. Oh my word. The House of Juju unable to come up with that one. And that's how it goes from a 2nd down to a 3rd down. It's all right, Juju. Keep the head up. It's all good. Still a little bit left. And still plenty of time here left, ladies and gentlemen. Still plenty of time left. So 9:12 on the clock right now. Highlander offense only 5 yards away from keeping the drive alive. It's Zamora in the shotgun. He's going to air it out. And there we go. There we go. Juju redeeming himself. The redemption. And he did get it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Juju Scott, the House of Juju. Anyway, that's a new set of downs for your Highlanders. The ball currently residing on the Immanuel 26. Be nice to see maybe taking some strikes into the end zone, but I can imagine right now they're sending a package. The offense is 4 wide receivers. It's a quads left. 4 wide receivers to the top of your screen right now. It's going to be a throw. Zamora putting it up into the air. Did he get it? No, he did not. It was incomplete. Incomplete. Highlander side sure got excited about it. And that was Demetrius Simon, the game. I think the band might have thought it was a touchdown because they're playing the touchdown song. Came close, but it was not. Close, definitely. But Demetrius Simon unable to convert. It is a 2nd down and 10. The ball is on the 26, 8:28 left. Now it's quads one more time to the left. It's going to be Banks, so a draw play to Banks, but it is quickly snuffed out by the Eagles defense. And multiple Eagle tacklers there on the stop. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Highlander offense right now. Trending backwards there on the previous draw play. So it's a 3rd and 7. It's going to be a pass because you've got 3 wide receivers to Zamora's right, 2 of them to his left. Let's see what Noah draws up. It's going to be a quick strike to Simon. Come on the game. And the game, Demetrius Simon. We will see what it's going to be. And that's a mover. That's a chain mover from the game. Is exactly what you needed to see as a Highlander fan. Demetrius Simon getting involved. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we call him the game because you simply can't play DS. Highlanders inside the red zone now. The ball is on the 15. Zamora in the shotgun with Banks flanking him to his right or just slightly behind him to the right. It is Banks, the ball carrier. He's still going, trying to make something out of nothing. Romo and Cody DeGroot there on the stop. The clock is descending like grains of sand through an hourglass. Here we go. The ball is on the 15-yard line. That is definitely where the Highlanders find themselves right now. One more time, Zamora in the shotgun, trips to the left, nobody on the right. And we will have to wait and see what the play call is. Zamora giving some instructions to Banks. Now it's the pistol formation where they find themselves in, and Zamora is going to pitch it to Banks. And there he goes. There goes Demarie. Once again, multiple Eagle tacklers on the stop. That's going to bring up a third down. We're going to step away right here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights. Playoff football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. And welcome back to McLane Stadium. The clock is winding down here in the fourth and final quarter. That was Daniel Rodriguez, injured Eagle, thankfully able to make it back up. Here we go. It's a big third down for the Highlander offense. Noah Zamora is in control with Demarie Banks in the shotgun. Zamora is going to pass, and it's going to be complete. And that will keep the drive alive. The House of Juju on the reception. Ball is on the 3 for McLane. Clock is getting ever so dangerously close to 5 minutes. Here we go. Zamora, this has been such a methodical drive from him in the Highlander offense. 3 yards away. Demarie Banks is the ball carrier. Zamora's going to keep it himself. He's going to get it. He's going to make it in. Touchdown, McLane. That's exactly what you needed. Highlanders getting back on the board, making it a little closer for comfort. And Noah Zamora, there he is, the general, the field general. When you need him, he is there. The young man can throw, the young man can pass, he can do anything. And here we go. It's going to be a 2-point play. This could be the difference maker. We've got Zamora rolling out, and it is good. It is good. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going anywhere. We're keeping it right here. We can forget about the corporate sponsorees. I could care less about them at this moment. What I care about is seeing what the Highlander defense has to dial up right here and right now. Is it going to be Lopez for the kickoff, or is Immanuel sending the hands team? We will see what Lopez dials up. Is he going to kick it off? No, he's going to kick it off. So that means the defense. It's going to be banked on the defense. It's going to roll into the end zone for the touchback. Immanuel will start from their own 20, 25. From their 20. Thank you to the great Ed Schoaf for the assist. And they'll start from the 20. So Highlander defense, this is the time for the defense to get to work. 5 minutes is the only thing that separates either the Highlanders or the Eagles from a trip to Kern County to take on the #1 seed, Shafter Generals. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. That is exactly what you want to hear as a public address announcer. You want to hear the crowd come alive. You want to hear them make some noise for your team. It doesn't matter if it's 45 degrees outside. Let's see what the Eagles have dialed up on the very first down. They are going to get just a gain of about a couple, or maybe 1 or 2, or maybe possibly none. Let's see. It's going to be a gain of just 1. It is currently 47 degrees right now here in East Central Fresno. The winds from the northwest at 3, gusting all the way to 10. Feels like 44 degrees. But let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. For the folks on that Highlander sideline, that does not matter. They want to will their team. They want to find the way. They want to see if the Highlanders can punch their ticket to take on the #1 seed, Shafter Generals. Here comes a big second down. The Eagles look to be lining up for a potential pass play or an end around. It's going to be a run. It's going to be swallowed up one more time. The run is swallowed up. Big time stop. Big time third down. Biggest third down of the game. Cannot stress the importance of this. Is probably the best third down the Highlanders have had all game, all night. They have the Immanuel Eagles back on a 3rd and 9. Usually it's always been a 3rd and short situation for Immanuel, 3rd and manageable. But right now it is 3rd and 9. You really got to watch the pass play. And if somehow your Highlander defense, oh, and what do you got? A timeout. A timeout called by the Eagles. They're going to want to talk it over. Keep it right here on Highlander Highlights. You are back right here on Highlander Highlights, some playoff football brought to you by the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. Good word, I can't even talk anymore. This is the biggest third down of the game, like we said, keeping the Eagles to a 3rd and 9, 3rd and long. That certainly has not happened all night. And we are going to need to see oh great, another timeout. It's going to be another timeout. Timeout Immanuel? Again? Okay, well, I guess there it is. Timeout Immanuel. All right, folks, keep it right here. Don't go anywhere. You rarely see that, but Immanuel has taken their 2nd timeout consecutively. And, well, Highlanders still have all 3. They really want to go ahead and talk it over at the moment. As we were saying before, the Highlander defense, or the Highlander team, I should say, has 2 shutouts of their own. One, which is a home opener right here at McLane Stadium, 55-0 versus the Santa Maria Saints, and a 56-0 win over the Fresno High Warriors. Big third down right here. That Highlander side has come alive. Let's see what they got. Are they going to blow up the run? No, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. They are going to get it, and that's going to keep the drive alive for the Eagles. And, well, still got 3 timeouts, McLane, but it's going to take something special to stop the Immanuel run once again. And, well, I guess calling those back-to-back timeouts for head coach Josh Henderson might have helped in some way. It certainly did, because here come the Eagles once again to the line. Highlanders still have all 3 timeouts left, but they're going to have to stop the Immanuel ground game once again. And that certainly won't be an easy feat. There's Romo, and Romo is going to gain at least a couple. So second and about medium coming up for the Eagles. Man, if the Highlanders wouldn't have gotten the stop right there, this place would have turned into a full-on pandemonium. But, well, the Eagles executed well after those back-to-back timeouts. Maybe caught your Highlander defense napping. And there is the run by Leiby. And Leiby is going to get close to the line of game. Correction, he's going to move the chains. Two minutes left in the contest, and well, Coach Pancotti might need to start calling those timeouts right now. I'm guessing he might be banking on something to start using those timeouts right here. Can't certainly afford to allow the Eagles another first down, as that would completely put the game out of reach. And here we go, Rosender under center. It's an I formation. It's a handoff to Romo, and Romo is going to, oh man, he's just about going to put it in the bag for the Eagles. Well, the Highlanders call the timeout. Keep it right here. Don't move it anywhere. You're watching playoff football right here on Highlander Highlights. 1:32 left in the game, but it's looking like that first down by Tyler Romo might be the dagger to go ahead and call it the end for the Highlanders. We'll still play it all the way down to 0. We'll see what happens, but certainly 2 moments that will come into play for Highlander Nation will be the block PAT attempt, and then allowing Immanuel to convert on that 3rd and 9. But hey, let's not dwell on the negative. Let's dwell on the positive. Let's dwell on what your Highlanders did to come back in this contest, 22-21. We're going to take it all the way down to 0s, folks. We're going to take it all the way down to 0s, and let's see what the result is going to tell us at the end. Here we go. It's going to be Rosender once again handing off. It's going to be a run by Leiby. Leiby is going to run it, and timeout called by McLane. So McLane is down to their final timeout of the game. The clock currently finds itself at 1:27. We find ourselves at, it's going to be a second down or a third down? Second down. It's going to be a second down and about 6, I presume. Second down and about 6 for the Eagles. We will wait and see what the play call is. Of course, Immanuel needs the first down to put the game on ice. And here we go again. One more time. 1:27 left here in the contest. Immanuel wants the first to just finally put it out of reach. After this, the Highlanders, we will see. It all comes down to this play, folks. All comes down to this play. Immanuel in the I formation. That second effort by Romo, is it going to get him close? Is it going to get him close? We will have to wait and see. Timeout called on the field. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going anywhere. Like we said, forget about the sponsor reads. We'll just take you on down to the end. It's going to be a 3rd down and 3 for Immanuel from the 33. So a lot of threes involved right there. And, well, it will come down to this. It will come down to this. And we've got the scores for you right now from Division 4. We'll get those to you in a second here. Coalinga leading Chowchilla 28-7. And Immanuel coming to the line. You know it's going to be a run. You know it's going to be a run. And it is a run. And there it is. That is the game. And it's going to come with the flag included, probably. And no flag thrown, but it is a first Immanuel, and that is going to put the game on ice for the Eagles. And that is going to take it to the end of the line for the McLane Highlanders here, as Immanuel's going to come to the line. They are going to take a kneel down. And the Highlanders are going to fall, but they are going to fall with their heads held high. They came back. They came close. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. They came close. They gave Immanuel a hell of a run. But McLane is going to fall here in the Division 4 quarterfinal to the Immanuel Eagles. Second straight time Immanuel is going to win a game by a score of 22-21. And for your McLane Highlanders, nothing to reproach, nothing to hold back, nothing to hold against them. This team, against all odds, gave us a historic season, a very, very historic season, and that is something as a Highlander to be definitely proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll close it out tonight from us, from all of us at the Art Venture Production Academy. For Mr. Kevin Clifton, for Mr. Cesar Perez, and from every single one of our wonderful, absolutely wonderful Art Venture students, this is Angel Noriega, the voice of the Highlanders, bidding all of you a great night. It was history here on Highlander Highlights.